Hey Libra, let's do your reading. So just pre-shuffle. This is looking like somebody from your past there's no communication, or there's a gap in communication, and it's something, or somebody has just stepped away, taken a break, backed off, gone quiet, and you are unsure why. Okay, so that's what we've just got started now. So let's take a look. Hi Libra, how are you guys? This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is general, as you know, will not resonate for everyone. So interesting. King of emotions, King of Cups, so love. And we have the Strength card. Again, the Strength card could be holding back. Zoom out just a little. There's a lot of love though, and it does look like it's both ways, but only one person is holding. It doesn't look like you and they are holding back. It looks like it's just one. Okay, so you're looking very curious as to why two and two. Two of emotion, two of wands, and two of pentacles. So back and forth, what to do, trying to balance, hold composure. So the roles could be reversed. This Strength card indicates a balance between the lion and the lamb. Maybe wanting to scream one minute, but then the next minute you're like, oh no, I'm way too chill for that, and you gather yourself. So it's kind of like a self-control, but it also could be holding back. It looks like your world, you may not be, but it looks like somebody here is holding it together really well for lack of not knowing what went wrong. Okay, Knight of Voices. The Voices are swords, those are mental, and Knights charge in. There's a unicorn here. There's something else that came through for you guys. What was it? It was jelly beans, just things that might mean something. I think it was roses and jelly beans, but there was something else. I don't know, maybe gardening. Okay, so person on your mind. Okay, 5 of emotions. So they're kind of having a pity party is what it looks like. So it could be the other way around. It could be you, the one that needed a break or cut things off to regroup. Queen of Materials, that's Queen of Pentacles. Very stable. So this person, the person on your mind is 5 of Cups, feeling very sad. It looks like you're mirroring each other. I mean, the person that you're thinking about is somebody that is very resourceful, able to hold it together, has a lot going on. I mean, this Queen of Pentacles is like a mother energy. It's somebody who's very stable and resourceful. So, but feeling sad. It could be that the person that you're thinking about is really had a lot of loss, or focused, kind of feels like they have this vibe about them that is, if they let their guard down and they let themselves need somebody again, then they'd get hurt again, because this 5 of emotions is really something like it's like the tip of the iceberg keeps coming to mind because of this photo, and I don't even really know why. Let me see. Yeah, and getting like, don't rock the boat. Like this person, somebody has worked really hard to become stable and self-sufficient, and they don't want a chance, I think, losing that. Okay, so there's an awakening. That's judgment, though. That's reconciliation, typically, or it's a big wake-up call. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. King of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign. But I'm seeing a lot of duality. I also, I don't like to jump into the twin flame thing, but I did feel twin flame. Why did I feel twin flame? Gosh, I can't remember. I got picked up so much before I turned on the camera, but now. But there is a lack of communication involving somebody that is from the past or that you want to return, or actually they do too. There's a lot of fond memories. This person seems triggered. Let's look at recent past. Okay, so there you go again. Six of Cups twice. Do you see that? I just pulled the Six of Cups to lay right on top of a Six of Cups. So very strong return energy. This also playful childhood. This person, I think that they have a habit or a tendency to revert back into, respond to things in a childlike way, and that could be to not talk. And don't get me wrong, not talking. What's it called? I don't know what is wrong with my part of my brain that connects thoughts to words, but it's silent treatment. That's not okay. Okay, that is not okay. Now, not everybody knows that. That's just what people were raised or brought up by. But that, I think, is what this person might be doing. And it is actually, a lot of psychologists will tell you it's a form of abuse. Silent treatment as punishment. But I don't know that this person is doing it that way, but it seems like that's just how they coped. They were probably learned that when they were upset, the parent or caregiver didn't listen to them, and there was it looks like there's some sort of learned behavior of not communicating that is carrying over now. I don't know if it's intentional or it doesn't. I don't feel negative, terribly negative about this person at this point. I feel like this person is really just trying to stay on track, not fall back into a feeling abandoned type energy. Okay. Wow. Six of materials. Lots of sixes and lots of twos here. Okay. So this is generosity, enough to give, feeling generous. Six of Pentacles it could be unexpected money or wealth coming in or an inheritance, but it looks like a gift, and I am still feeling roses. Queen of Emotions. So this is very indicative of love and money. Could be dealing with a water sign. Okay, and then we have a Tower. So it looks like somebody's going to... We got two indications of a wake-up call. Let me see. Yeah, somebody is definitely holding back communication. And I don't really see it as a means of being mean. I see it as maybe a little bit cowardly or not wanting to deal with not only your hurt, but their own risking of their hurt, The Fool. Yeah, there it is again, feeling abandoned. So, yeah, I think, okay, so every time I do a reading and we see what this other person that you're thinking about is doing, I always really, really, really think it's important for the viewer, us, to look at what we did, how we handled things, what we could learn from that, okay? Almost never is it 100% one-sided, right? And sometimes we got to just chalk it up to it's bad timing or it's not meant to be or we handle things differently. Because that Fool card really needed to come out. So I think you or your person, probably them, has damage and baggage from, being taken or played or taken advantage of in the past. And they're trying to rise above that. And it looks like they're not willing to. Okay. Five of Voices. Yeah, so, wow. These again. It's like they don't want to hear it. Because I think, a lot of times when somebody ghosts us, and it's so hard on us because we don't know why, but it's because they owe you an apology, and they know that. Yeah, there's a lot of emotion here, and you don't even get it. So there also could be a twin flame emperor. And I also am feeling like this person that you're thinking about, they want to stay in control of their emotions. And it's almost like if they open that can of worms or let themselves show emotion, it's going to be like you're going to win. They're going to not be able to hold. It's like a facade. It's like, once I start letting myself fall for you, I'm going to really freaking fall, and then I'm going to be an emotional mess, and then I'm going to be vulnerable again. I want to see let me see. Grab these. Oh my, look at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers. Decision. Somebody may have chosen to be with someone else because it was safer, or look at that. It was just like less, like maybe somebody that just they know will never hurt them. Interesting that I split the deck right there. I want to know about this Awakening card. What is it? And yeah, just the Awakening card. Please, thank you. So it's like if they talk to you, they're going to say too much. And again, this could be you, but somebody is afraid of having the conversation that they know needs to happen. Oh my gosh, look at that. And I also think they're distracting themselves with work. So Knight of Swords, Ten of Cups, and Ten of Pentacles. Oh, yes. See, this is so clear. This person, and I never think you guys are supposed to wait for someone, okay? If you're in a twin flame, check out those almost personals that I linked down below. They're a fraction of the price of personals, and they come through like personals. They answer all twin flame questions. We look for signs and time frames, and they're just incredible. Those are like freaky good, okay? But even if it is a twin flame, which I am picking up some twin flame energy, it doesn't matter that it is a twin flame. You still don't put your life on hold, okay? That is not somebody that you hold on to if they're not showing up for you for whatever reason. You got to carry on with your own happy life and let everything else, let the universe and karma and spirit, let everything play out to where if you're supposed to be together, it will. If everybody does what they're supposed to do. And one thing that you're supposed to do is not be stuck. So let me just say to someone, if you feel stuck waiting for someone because they're your twin and you feel loyal or you're never going to be happy with anybody else, then you're prolonging and you're hurting that journey. Okay? That is not growth. That is not going to take you closer. But this person, is afraid of the truth. And that's probably why there's been some in and out. It's like it's almost like it's just too much, too good. So they're going to focus on work. Yeah, and just stay steady. Yeah, that's what's happening. Let me grab an oracle real quick. Wow. They're afraid of their feelings is what this is indicating. So they're staying in a safe place. Maybe with someone else. Yeah, focused on work. Chop wood. Oh. I think, again, I'm picking up that this person, it could be a game, like, I don't know about game, like game, maybe a gambler or something like that, but there's somebody that is pretending. They're focused on work, and I also feel like they may be in a chaotic situation. But that doesn't really make sense. Tell me one more about that. They're trying to keep things just even and not and avoid the conflict. They're escaping, which actually is a pretty good, survival mechanism. Yin. I'm going to read that yin card. To be fair, I mean, that's you. It's an interesting reading. 2. They also may be feeling obligated. I mean, because this fortune cookie, where else did we see that? I just keep see these dresses look like fortune cookies. These were looking like fortune cookies to me. And then there's a fortune cookie, which is interesting, with the scales, which is you. So it's, geez, kind of looks like a wedding cake. They may be getting pressure from someone else. Okay, let's look at the yin card. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information, and taking in cues. The art of conscious allowing. I would say this is a sign that you don't need to be the one to reach out. I also wanted to clarify that full card. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Where am I? Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams will manifest. This is exactly what this was saying. This person is taking a time out. The last thing you want to do when somebody takes space is to try and close the gap. The absolute worst thing you can do. So this is saying, focus on you. Don't do that, okay? Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures. So don't be pissy if they reach out. Don't think negative things. You know what I mean? Just small gestures is what this says. Soft awareness and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so it also says, and the protection, it says, do you have trouble receiving? And then you stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. You can't always lead, you can't always give, you can't always teach. You must be the student, the open vessel, and the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in equal measure. Open up, so don't close off. So I feel like some of you have a problem with either like you're all give or you're totally out. You're like, well, it feels like there's an extreme of feeling like if you can't make something happen right now, then you just need to accept that it's over. And I encourage you to try and be more indifferent than that. Just set that aside. You can worry about it later. And just focus on other things right now. It doesn't have to be completely over, but it's definitely not something that you're going to work towards right now. It's not something that you're going to try and make happen right now. You're going to just sit back and allow and let things flow, okay? Open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you without demand or expectation. Just receive the bounty that is yours. Yeah, I think you got to have remember when I said lots of twos? Major twos. There's 42. Those are also, the root is 2, right? There's a 6. 6s are strong too. 2s, 4s, and 6s. So I wonder if that's significant. There was something else. Hold on. This is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a back seat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. Okay, I'm going to interrupt myself here because this is what I lost a minute ago. There is an in-between. I feel like some of you are so used to making things better, like you're the peacemaker, you're the mediator when there's a conflict. You are so used to being the bear, the aspirin, the fixer, that this is really difficult and challenging for you. But this is a strong message for you to not feel like you have to do something right now. You don't have to fix this, and I think you're getting a loud and clear message. Stop. Don't try to fix this. Lean back, allow, focus on your money, because it looks like that's what this person is doing. I want to get that full card. I will pull a card on that. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel they have power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form you want. How do you want to feel? Basking in your success. So that basically is saying it doesn't have to be exactly, you got to stop trying to control how things happen or even know how things happen. Now is the time to allow. Okay, let me see, where was I? Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form that you want. How do you want to feel? Basking in your success. Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is a sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. Pretty much sums up what I was saying. Okay, let me pull a card on this Fool. This is Fool card. And the outcome. Why do we have the Fool card? The Fool card is a new beginning. Okay, so this is divine timing. This Wheel of Fortune, it's destiny. This 10 of Wands in reverse is a sign that it's not over. And feeling left out in the cold in reverse is another sign that that's going to turn around. I think it's important to understand, because we have these very clear indication that this person doesn't want to get hurt. And I'm not saying it's okay to do the silent treatment. I'm just saying it's not you. It's not because of you. It's a major mind F for sure, but it's almost never you, unless you, which I don't get this, unless you stalked or kept trying and wouldn't take no for an answer, then this isn't, that's not the situation here. This person, I think, went quiet or took some space because they're afraid of their feelings. And so it's important for you to try to have some grace for that and not be angry, just truly try to be indifferent. And again, I feel, I do feel like you may feel like they chose somebody or something else over you. And you know what? That's their prerogative. They have that right. But I'm here to tell you it's not maybe what you think as far as, okay, so we have the High Priestess. I almost said that. That's what you need to do. You need to lean back and observe. This said that, and that's what this card is. 9 of Inspiration. This is feeling like a 9 of Cups for me. So whatever sadness you may feel, use that. Okay, so it's proven that thoughts and feelings are energy. They have frequency. Sadness and feeling alone or whatnot, that is a strong force of energy. So use that force towards something you can put it towards that's beneficial to yourself, okay? Rather than be sad about it. I know it's hard, but yes, you can. You can do it. Let me get one more. And then we wrap up. Oh, wow, that's stuck. Okay, so when you meet your soulmate, you'll feel calm, no anxiety, no agitation. So I'm not saying this isn't your soulmate. I don't think we have just one. I think we have multiple. But when the timing is right, that's exactly right. You're not going to feel agitated about it. Okay, one more. See, the reason it hurts so much is because our souls are connected. I wanted to show you the next card because it looked like that. Oh, thought. Oh. Maybe not. I thought there was a... I thought I saw this on another card. Okay. The reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. It says, when you meet your soulmate, you'll feel no anxiety. This could indicate the time. Take a leap of faith into the unknown. Okay, I just remembered what came through earlier. There is, this was so strong before I sat down. Okay, your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. And then start reclaiming who you truly are. Look how beautiful that is. So there's something that you, very strong, I got this before I sat down. There's something, it actually called me to come do a reading. There's something that is you're not doing that you need to be. This may be for everyone, but especially for those of you who have been in a set schedule and a career and like a routine, which is all good. I wish I was. But there's something that there needs to be a new passion. Something, now this is not for someone that has more to do than they can do, or maybe it is if they can allocate time for it. But there's something that needs to be started, like either whether it's planting or gardening or painting or riding bikes or yoga, or I strongly recommend yoga, you guys. And stretching is life freaking changing, especially once you get over, everyone. But as you get to 20, you start losing some of that flexibility, and then more at 30, and it just keeps going. So stretching is unfreaking believable for your health and life changing. But there's something that you are going to really miss out on if you don't start something new that you get passionate about. Try new things. Maybe it's dancing. Maybe it's turning on loud music. Maybe it's a new kind of music. I don't know what it is, but there's something that you don't want to be missing out, because it is going to be something that takes your mind off of things that are negative, and it just starts feeding your spirit. Okay? All right, Libra, if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I love you so much, and I would love to see your comments where you're watching from. I pray for you guys every day. I hope you're joining me and praying with me and praying for each other and yourselves. I love you. Okay. Bye, Libra.